Dinner's almost ready here. We've almost got the potatoes done, and I have the drippings from my pan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add broth to loosen it up. That's turkey stock. And then I'm going to pour it through this thing, which is a wonderful thing to have. And then it catches all the stuff you don't want. And it separates the fat. So you want to get in, because what's going to make your gravy nice and flavorful is all the brown goodness. That's why I don't put water down in the bottom. I drain my turkey because your turkey will have juices sitting in it. I drain that. I use the juice, the turkey juice that I got from the boiling the neck and all those bits. And then I just pour it in here. I don't know if you can see how dark that stock is. I'm just going to set this up here. My turkey's over there. And then I can take the lid off. And I'm going to let it set for a little bit because I want to get all the fat off the top. And then that's what I'm going to use for my gravy. So you can see it's starting to separate. I just poured it in there. Just going to wait for a second. And that's just good old turkey fat. So I'm just going to skim all the turkey fat there. 1, 2, I'll use, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7. And I got about 6 or 7 tablespoons of flour right there. I even lost count. I will say, if your turkey's not, if your gravy isn't as thick as you like it, you can always take butter, a butter flour cookie thing, and that's how you thicken your gravy afterwards, because the fat will get right in there. That is some good fat. So I'm going to turn this on, brown my flour, put my flour in there. It's really easy. Brown your flour. Even the fat's dark, which is good. You want the fat dark. See, every other time of the year except for holidays, fat's bad. But at the holidays, it's good. It's a good thing. So what's going to happen is you're going to want it to coat the pan. And once it starts coating the pan, you know that you've cooked it long enough. Cooking it a little bit longer wouldn't hurt, just makes it darker and richer. In New Orleans, they make a roux and they put flour in and they brown that stuff. I mean, that roux can cook for hours. But you're doing this to get the taste of the flour out of there. I can smell the sage and the rosemary and the thyme just in that. That is so good. So then, what I'm going to do, so I can get the goodness of the broth. This you can get at any of the cooking shops. You just want to pour it in there. And then it'll go through all the bits on top. And I'll put about 3 cups of gravy in there. And look at this. Watch. Woo. Isn't that cool? So I can whisk as that's going in. And the fat, extra fat, is up at the top. Aha. There we go. That's enough broth. And you want to whisk. That'll get you no lumps. I know people will put things in their gravy. Like pieces of turkey and boiled eggs. I am not a boiled egg in my gravy type of girl. The only time eggs should come anywhere near gravy is if it's breakfast and it shouldn't be in the gravy. It should be sitting next to the gravy. So I'm just going to stir. You can save if you have any extra broth or fat. You can save that. I do have some extra stock that I have from the neck and stuff that I cooked. So I do have extra broth. I can save that. And since this is not Thanksgiving, I am going to save it for Thanksgiving. I can freeze it and use it. Because a lot of times the turkey's still in the oven when I go to mix the dressing and I have to use turkey stock from a box. So I will use that. Boiling. It is done. It is to the thickness I like. Let me taste it, see? Woo. And as it cools down, it is fire hot right now. As it cools down, it will thicken even more, but I want to taste it. Gosh. I could lick the pot. I could just like be a cat. That is so good. What I'm gonna do, and this is what I suggest, as soon as your turkey comes out of the oven, make your dressing, put it in the oven, make your gravy, put on your potatoes, or you can put your potatoes on early and put them in a crock pot and the steam keeps them moist. Take your gravy because it, like pudding, will get a steam, or will get a, like your pudding, like puddings, it will get a skin. So just put this right down on it and it'll keep a skin from happening. And then you can put it in your gravy boat. Gravy's done, turkey's done. Look at that, look at that. Nummy, nummy. Let me taste it again. Wonderful. Taste the rosemary, taste the sage, thyme, a little bit of lemon. Very good. Subscribe and share. Go to www.justinthekitchen.com for all these recipes and more. Click the bell, subscribe, click the bell so you can have your Thanksgiving recipes come. My Thanksgiving recipes come to your Thanksgiving. Have a great day. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving.